Oh.
I look like a bag of money I'm on. They wanna know what I'm on. Got diamonds dancing on my neck. That is the vibe I'm on. Drip way too lit. Who gon' check? You can tell me none. Boss mode in effect and my money long. If you ain't talking money, don't talk.
Oh, should we get the drip?
I be over here where the bosses be. Pockets on thick cause I eat my greens. Way too hot, 3,000 degrees. No pictures, please. Cameras flashing. I'm VIP, I'm a big deal. My life a movie, I'm the one they wanna be still. And I'm a queen, yeah. Keep it real, yeah. I keep my circle tighter than an earring piercing. I look like a bag of money.
What's up, everyone? How are you guys doing tonight? It has been a very long time since we've streamed. Let's see, when was the last time I streamed? I think the last time, let's check. Let's see. I think the last time I streamed was honestly a month ago, like maybe a month ago. And I told myself I was gonna not stream. I told myself I was not gonna stream until I got caught up in all the ish that I need to get caught up on, and luckily, I am caught up. Luckily, I am caught up at this point, which is great, which is fantastic news for me. I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy. We've got let's see, we got Massive Panda saying, "Yo, what's going on, Tyler? I hope you're doing well." I'm doing great. I'm not gonna lie, I'm doing so great. I'm doing so great that there are times where I just get giddy. This is I'm not even joking. I just get like giddy. I get very happy. I'm very excited. Just because things are going very well in my life. I really don't have anything. I don't have really anything to complain about currently, which is good. We got Fatal J in the house. What's up, Fatal J? Fatal J, by the way, is currently kickstarting a Ninja Blast. Go check that out on Kickstarter. We got Ban This Guy. We got Sketchosaur Rex in the house right now. If you guys didn't know, Sketchosaur Rex edits all of our books here at Draw and Talk Comics, and he currently has he's currently editing one right now, Bullet Assassin Living in a Fantasy World. And then hopefully by next week, I'll be giving him Super Plumber Sisters 2 to edit. So, we're keeping this man busy. This man busy. This is what we need to do. We need to, let's see. I'm getting better at OBS, y'all. There we go. Let's see. We got, Portable in the house. Hello, good folk. You fare as well, I hope. Got Aaron Johnson up in here. How you doing? Yo, what's up, Fatal J? That campaign is looking great. I love that line without a million speech bubbles on every page. Tyler's back, keeping me busy. I got comics to read and some videos to edit now. Now we get some advice. There we go. Let's see. Ninja Blast is funny. Thanks for promoting the campaign. Hey, no problem. See, look at this. We're having people in the chat. And this is great. This is fantastic. Truly great. Truly great. Yeah, it's been a crazy year. A big thing with this year has just been how crazy my day job is. A lot of responsibilities. I do a lot of stuff. And as I do well in each of those stuffs, I'm being given more and more opportunities. A lot of and because of those opportunities, I get even more busy. But the potential is huge. The potential is huge for what I'm doing in terms of just what I can do for my family and stuff. Because number one, my family is the most important aspect of everything I do. So, with that being said, finding time to do comics and streaming and making videos has been tough. And so that's why I was like, you know what? I don't have time to do streaming and draw at the same time with the focus that I need. Like, I needed to get Cthulhu Murders out. I needed to finish Bullet Assassin. Had some hiccups with the artists, they have their own personal lives and stuff. Luckily, we were able to sort that stuff out. We're all back on track. Bullet Assassin number 2 is 50% completed. Super Plumber Sisters 3 is 50% completed. In fact, the only thing that's stopping Super Plumber Sisters 3 from being 100% completed is that I haven't sent Erwin the last 20 pages because I'm still working on those. He's a machine. If you guys didn't see, Donald DeLay and I are making a comic together called Samurai Penguin Blade. And I just got the first page of that, and it's phenomenal. So we're working on that. I've got one last chapter to ink of The Girl with the Megafist. I was hoping to get that done actually this weekend, but I left my iPad at my day job, and that's where I do all my line art for The Girl with the Megafist. So I'm hoping that this week I finish Super Plumber Sisters 2, and then on the weekend I'm able then to get like some gray tones finished for Super Plumber Sisters for My Sexy Witch Academia 2, so that when we launch My Sexy Witch Academia 2 on Kickstarter next week, Wednesday on the 17th. No, it's not next week. Is it next week? It's not next week. Let's pull up a calendar. There's no way. Yeah. Not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. So yeah, next week. Perfect. Yeah, next week. Then that campaign will then go, and then hopefully, then while that campaign is running, we're gonna finish. We're gonna be working on Growth of Megafist and My Sexy Witch Academia 2, and then hopefully by the time that campaign ends, we'll be finished with both of those books completely, and then we're square. And that's something that's super, super exciting to me. In fact, let's put the link in the chat. You can get you can go check out here we go. This OBS thing, guys. It's a nightmare, especially on my Mac. It's so freaking slow because it's so old. But yeah, hit that notify me on launch button. We have 319 beautiful followers, which just makes me happy. It just makes me happy. Like, I'm glad that there's that many people who are interested in this series. It's gonna be around 8 chapters, and then that's the story. 8 chapters, and then we'll throw in one bonus one, maybe. I don't know, but that's the plan. Massive, man, you're killing it. So many projects in the works. Yes, too many projects. But no, I'm digging it. I'm having a great time. Let's see. If your characters existed today, would you hang out with them? Yeah, man. Like, they're all very different. Like, I definitely would hang out with Mara and Lucia. Like, they would be just a blast. They'd be a blast. Mara and Lucia would be so much fun. One thing that lacked in My Sexy Witch Academia, which I'm hoping to, because Super Plumber Sisters is just this 4-chapter, like, get in and get out story. With My Sexy Witch Academia, because it's going to be double the length, it could, and, I've talked with Tommy, we've said that we'll do 8, but he's like, man, if we need to, let's do 12 just to, like, because the plan was originally 12, and I was like, dang, that's like 3 volumes. So he's like, hey, if it'll make a better story, let's do 12. And I'm like, all right, well, let's see how the series goes. But it's a story of 3 witches, and I'm hoping that by the end of the series, like in the first one, we really only focused on Harriet. We didn't really get talk with Chloe or Chloe, and so that's something that I'm hoping that we get to do in future ones. Like in chapter 2, it's still very much Harriet focused, but we get little glimpses of each of the characters, and we tease something at the very end of Sexy Witch 2, and that's going to build into some stuff in the later story. So yeah, I'm really, yeah. So these are really fun characters. Would I hang out with Akari from Bullet Assassin? No, she's kind of a dick, but also that's a very personal story. Like, I was just thinking about this the other day, like when I sent the PDF over to Sketches RX to edit, I was like, man, like, how did we come up? How did, like, originally I was just like bullet assassin living in a fantasy world, and I was like, oh, what happened? What would happen if you threw like a soldier or assassin with a gun into a fantasy world? Like, that's literally all that I had. And then after that, I just start drawing, and we let the story just magically happen. And it ended up being an extremely personal story, one that is very personal to me because it's, if you guys didn't know, last year, I lost my job. And I lost my job to a company and to someone who, like, I put in a lot of trust into. Like, this person made me like really work for this job for like 2 months. I was doing all these tryouts, all of these interviews. Like, I was doing all this work above and beyond. And then when I, got to that job, the 20 days I was there, it was really difficult because that guy, my boss wasn't really helping me out a lot. Like, they didn't give me a computer for the first week, so I was doing everything on my iPad. I eventually just bought my own stuff. I bought our video set. I did all this work. I was always the first one in, last one out, because I wanted to prove myself. And after 20 days, they just like let me go, and they're like, "Hey, like this isn't working out. You're not doing anything." Only to find out that the person that is in India that I was giving my work to, he wasn't giving my work to my boss. And so my boss was like, "Hey, you're not doing any work apparently, so we're letting you go." And then 3 months later, my boss calls me. He's like, "Hey, we actually fired that guy because we found out that he lied about you. Do you want to come back?" And at the time I didn't have a job. So I was like, "Yeah, like I'll totally come back." And he goes, "Sweet. We're going to do some more tryouts just to make sure you're worth it." And I was like, "Fuck you, dude. Like, I'm out." And so, yeah, Bullet Assassin is about Akari, who is an assassin. She works for this big organization, and then one day, and she gives everything to her boss. She gives everything to her boss, and she basically sacrifices her life for this guy, and then he kills her. He kills her because he's like, "Hey, I hear that you've betrayed us," and just shoots her without even getting a conversation. And she wakes up in a fantasy world, and she's completely broken. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I just gave my life to this someone. He shot me." And now she's like, "Oh, like, what do I do? Like, what do I freaking like do I continue? Like, who do I become after this?" Let's see. We got Comic Ken in the house. Comic Ken just got done finishing up Air Riders on Kickstarter, which I did back. I think I was the final backer too. Portable, I like your emphasis on original works, but if you were to do a fan Ducini of an existing series, what would you pick? Licorice Recoil? Hands down. Like, I don't even have to think. I would do a fan comic of Licorice Recoil. Now, I will say this, Portable. While I do while I do a lot of original works, we have like The Girl with the Mega Fist. My Sexy Witch Academia was going to be a parody, but then it was marketed as a parody for the first one, and then I scrapped it, and now it's its like own original series. But like Super Plumber Sisters is kind of a parody. It has parody elements. A lot of the stuff that I'm working on that's coming out next year in 2025. Like I've already have the artists, and we're already working on the scripts. A lot of those are going to be parodies with they're original stories, but like they're parodies, but they're original stories, but they're parodies. Yeah, if I had to do a fan comic, it would be Licorice Recoil. Massive. Man, I gotta fix, dude. Some of you guys are writing so much, which is cool, but I didn't plan for this big text. See, now we just gotta do this. Options, series, go down. There we go. Now we're good. See, guys, I'm learning OBS slowly. Mass Panda, I wouldn't hang out with Dissidian though. That man ain't nothing but trouble. At least from what I've read up to where I am in the Mega Fist series right now. Oh man, Massive, where are you in Mega Fists? I promise he has a redemption arc. Porgimal, Coins of Judas in more sense than one. There we go. Yeah, dude. Coins of Judas just finished up on Kickstarter. I was a little salty. I did do a promo on Twitter for that campaign. I tagged, the creative team. I even tagged Band of Bards, and they untagged themselves in the promo. So I was like, oh, that was kind of shitty. Sketchstar, the first sketch you sent me was great. Clearly showed what Bull Assassin was all about. Vincent, bro, you have so many stories of people betraying you. Just Bullet Assassin. I can't think of another one. Just Bullet Assassin. Coins of Judas. No one really betrays anyone in Coins of Judas except Judas betraying Jesus, the ultimate betrayal. I was the last one. I came in clutch. There you go. Do you and main character from Girl of Megaphist have some things in common? 100%. Yeah, all my characters I have something in common with. So as you can see, I've got all my characters. I got all my OCs up there just chilling. So like with Mara and Lucia, I'm really giving like this I'm really going like with the sibling, because I have a lot of siblings I'm really close with, my 3 brothers, and so we're playing off of the sibling relations and like our dynamic. We then have Bullet Assassin, Akari, and that's a story. It's a personal story of me feeling like I gave it all to this boss and then betrayed. With My Sexy Witch Academia, Harriet is the most powerful witch. She is the most powerful witch, and she doesn't feel like she doesn't want anyone to know it. She doesn't want anyone to know that she's the most powerful witch, and she's just really insecure. So like we're going with that. With Girl with the Megafist, it's Girl with the Megafist, like when you get to its core, is a story about authority and relationship with God. What really the story of the Girl with the Megafist is one's relationship with God. And now I'm not like throwing in like religion on you. I'm not telling you to go convert anything, but you have Eliana, who's been told this is what you need to do your entire life. This is how you do it. Now go do it. And all it is her like questioning, like, why is this happening? Why do I have to do it this way? And, we're seeing her have to go through the motions, the consequences of that. And I think for me, like I've always struggled with religion. Like, I go to church every Sunday. I take my kids for the first hour. Second hour, I put them in there, like, the children's Sunday school, and then I go sit in my car. Because I'm just like, how much do I want to engage in this? Like, I believe it, but like, how much do I want to engage with the people? So yeah, that's what the Girl with the Megafist is. There's no like actual religion. You're not gonna like be told to go to church or get baptized, but it's just someone like questioning authority. That's really what the story is about. We got Ravensloft. We got my boy Nicholas in the house. Yo, what's up, buddy? Glad to see you back. I'm glad to be back. I'm still super busy, but I'm glad to be back. And man, talk about someone who's busy. Nicholas Mueller is freaking busy up the wazoo. Some good things are happening for Nicholas with his Winnie the Pooh series, and it makes me happy. Oh, Vincent, I mean, in real life betrayal. Yeah, man, dude, people freaking hate me. People really dislike me, and like it's either because a lot of it is like my attitude, a lot of it is my forward thinking, if comics, digital comics and whatnot, digital marketing. And I don't know, like creatives are just so freaking sensitive. And it doesn't matter how old they are. They can be 10, 20, 40, 50, 60, 80. It doesn't matter. Like creatives are just naturally emotional people. I'm an emotional person, but gosh, you bring up like an idea that's like, maybe people want to read comics on their iPads and people lose their shit. So, it's nuts. The hard part with the Megafist is ultimately the resolution can't just throw away the threat of the Sons of Baal or duck the question between heart and duty. Yeah, we always have to play in that. Like there's all these tangents that we could go, but like that is the core. The core is the question of heart and duty, and we always have to have the Sons of Baal. And you're right. So guys, start calling it early. I'll have the edit tomorrow. See, guys, this is what my team is efficient. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Massive Panda, what's up, Nicholas? You're making moves. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Massive, more importantly, Tyler, which of your characters do you have a crush on? Don't lie. Dude, I think it depends, man. Like, I think I always think that like every guy there's like three kind of arenas of girls that they have in mind. There's the girl that they want to be with, but it will just never work out. There's the girl that they should be with that you hopefully end up with. And then you have the one that you'll never ever in your life get with, but it's just like fun to look at and fantasize. And I think for me, I think Mara is someone that I should be with because she's nice, she's cuddly and loyal. But like I want to go out with Lucia because she's got that attitude. She's very like, yeah, this is what we're doing. But at the same time, I know that would drive me crazy, and I'd be like, yo, can you just freaking smile for once? But then she'd be so loyal, so yeah, I don't know. All three of those describe my ex. Oh man, McCall, if it ain't Lou, he's lying. It's true. It's true. I see everyone everyone loves Lucia. Everyone loves Lucia. Got Hero Darky Dark here. We had Larry at one point. But yeah, let's just get into the details real quick, and then we're gonna draw one page. I've realized this, guys. If I use this camera, which is a really nice high definition webcam, my drawing tablet just goes so slow, like so freaking slow. It's hot, and so it's a pain in the ass to draw. So if I'm gonna do like a real just like murder draw stream where I'm just like hitting up the music, we're gonna have to use this one right here. But let me show you guys so I've been building up to this like new direction that I want to take Draw and Talk Comics. But what I've come to realize is this. Every problem that I have when it comes to indie comics, it always comes down to me versus a creator. It always is. Whether it's my part, they're doing whatever. At this point in indie comics, I feel like an old man who just wants to sit on his porch and do my own thing, but I also have a shotgun on my lap, and if you come in my area, I'm going to shoot you away from my land. And so I've been taking steps to go, okay, how do I create something, create an environment, create content, and just create like a new mentality for me to make comics where I don't have to talk about the usual stuff that indie creators do. What's the usual stuff that indie creators all talk about? They all talk about business, marketing, crowd funds, and then the news, drama, e-fapping. And honestly, like none of those streams these days entertain me anymore. I can't tell you like the last indie comics stream or video or content that I consumed from the beginning to the end where I was interested in it fully. And so that's why I've been like, okay, like let me just create something that's fun, that because the more I get into marketing and stuff with my day job, the more, because I'm always listening to podcasts and whatnot, and I always hear the same thing, like focus on what you're good at. And to build an audience of people who read comics, I've been like, okay, like I should do like the AniTube thing or the manga tube where I read a manga or I watch an anime and I dissect it or I talk about the characters and the arc or I review it. And I did that for like 5 months, and while it was great and I had great results and I grew my audience from it, it ruined the experience of reading and watching manga and anime for me because everything felt like homework. Everything was like, oh, like I have to reread this Chainsaw Man chapter and dissect it and figure out like what are the plans, and I realized I was really bad at it. And in fact, even like in the comments, people would be like, yo, you're so stupid. Like, you're not, don't you realize that in chapter so-and-so this happened and blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm a very bad reader, I guess, because I read things purely just for entertainment. Like, I read things just to, like, I read 90% of my comics and manga on my phone. And then when I'm done, I put it in my pocket and I walk away. So I read everything purely as disposable content just for fun. And then I walk away. And so, I wasn't very good at that content. A lot of people were realizing I'm not good at that content. And I was like, okay, what am I actually good at? And I'm good at marketing streams. I'm good at talking about marketing and business. But that stuff, like, pisses everyone off. Those kind of stuff piss people off. It gets me in fights. It makes people, for some reason, you do a marketing stream and people think it's like you versus me. And it's like, no, it's not. I'm just giving my perspective. But people think, no, you're the enemy because you think marketing should be this way. And I'm like, no, I'm just saying this is how I'm going to do it. You go freaking do it your own way. I don't want to do, what's it called? Like, there's EFAP streams. Those are boring. I am seeing in the indie community creators literally making their identity online hating, like, Eric July. Like, it's just like, I hate Eric July. Like, that is my identity. I hate Eric July, and I am petty, and I look at every page that he produces. I look at every post. I look at everything on his website, and I try to find something wrong with it. And I'm like, that is just so petty. And at the same time, I see people doing the same thing about, like, Ethan Van Sciver, and I'm like, that's petty too. And so there's just these sides of people who are just super petty, and I've been blocking every single one. I've been preemptively blocking people. I'm like, you know what? You're clearly annoying. I'm blocking you. And what's crazy is a couple weeks ago, someone that I blocked preemptively got mad that I blocked them. They go, who is this guy? He blocked me and I've had no interactions with him. And then everyone in the comments who are also people that I preemptively blocked, they're like, oh yeah, he's a piece of shit. Oh, I hate him. Blah, blah. He sucks Ripo's dick. Blah, blah. He sucks Eric's dick. Blah, blah. And then the guy was like, yeah, he sucks. And I was like, this is why I preemptively blocked you guys, because you guys are all retarded. And so I'm like, okay, how do I make content and get away from those people? Because I don't want to be part of those people, and I don't want to be part of, like, I don't want to be near, like, most of indie comic creators. Literally with the stuff that happened with Ed Piskor, was really sad and devastating. And I heard, and there were some creators that I saw, that I followed, saying, this is a good thing. This is the universe correcting itself. That is the most that was some of, like, the most disgusting things I've ever heard, Dave Baxter. And so I'm like, you know what? So I don't want to be in the creator community. Like, I have people that I hang out with and talk with, and then I have, you guys, the Silly Goose Army. See, you guys, we're branding Silly Goose Army. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to be with those people either. So it's like, what do you do at this point in the indie scene? Because really, it's just like everyone freaking sucks, and it's so gay. Like, everyone's behavior. My identity, I hate Tyler. Damn you, Bo. I'm going to hit you up. Macabre Derek. There is a wall that needs to be broken through. It's a lot like magic. Once you know how it's done, it feels like the magic is gone. But as you start to see mastery and understand, it returns. Poro Jamal. One thing to keep in mind is that anime nerds are all bitter know-it-alls, but we aren't doing it to be assholes. It's just that that's the only way we know. Please don't take our BS personally. That's fair. Vincent, the most interesting stream I watched recently was a guy breaking down how he writes his stories. He thought about how his characters' bodies change because of their diet and place. That sounds interesting, but I don't know if I'd want to watch it personally. Man, I have all of July's comics, but I still haven't read any of them yet. Silly Goose Army, there you go. Nah, I love Tyler, dude. I love you, Bo. I just want comics to be fun. Exactly. So I'm like, okay. So I've been looking at, like, people that I follow, and, I started a new YouTube account, and I'm like, okay, new YouTube account, and it's fresh. The algorithm doesn't know me. Like, right now, my personal YouTube channel John talk, all I'm getting is Yu-Gi-Oh and Hearthstone content because that's what I've been watching for the last week. I gave up on Yu-Gi-Oh, guys. It hurts my feelings, but I did give up on Yu-Gi-Oh. It was too hard. I didn't have fun playing Master Duel. I played it for like the last 2-3 days. I had a miserable experience every single time. I downloaded Hearthstone again today, started a new account, had a blast. I was addicted to playing it. So that's where we're at right now. So I've created this new brand, and it's not really a new brand because you guys will all freaking be familiar with it. But I'm really going in on the silly goose. Okay. So I hired someone to help me create a new avatar. And I'll show you guys, this is the behind the scenes stuff. So this is kind of the new, I'm basically like role playing. I'm role playing a really fun world that I get to build out. It's like I'm building out this world, and it's all got to do around the comics that I'm going to be making under this new banner. And what's great is they're all going to be free. So this is the new avatar. Look how slim the guy made me. I sent them a picture of myself, and they were like, yeah, and they made me this slim. So I was like, thank you. I'll hit the gym now. But yeah, so this is Tyler. It says, welcome to Silly Goose Island. And these are all the silly geese. And this is the boat that drops you off to Silly Goose Island, where basically you're like, hey, I'm down for this. I want to have a silly goose time. This is where I'm here. And so what's fun is that like this new channel, it's only going to be comics related. As in, I'm just posting comics on there. You will get to experience the comics on YouTube for free. And I have a bunch of new series that we're going to be coming out. We're going to have some like short one-shot comics on there that are maybe like 4 or 5 panels. And I have a team of artists that I'm working on with to do this stuff, and it's going to be a blast. It's gonna be a blast. And what these streams are gonna turn into is kind of like the production videos for this channel. So like you're gonna see me draw the comic, come up with it. Maybe you're gonna see because there's gonna be voice acting, so maybe you'll see me going like voice acting them, or maybe I want to come up with some fun music for it, so I'll grab my keyboard and we'll hook it up and we'll make some music. And so this is what we're gonna do, is just like focusing on like having a silly goose time. This channel is just gonna be a live production channel at this point. Like this is just gonna be where you want to go to draw. Like if you want to come and draw, like I want you to like turn on my stream and listen to music and go, hey, it's like I'm drawing with someone. That's what I want. And then, and like, yeah, I just want this is going to be mostly like a behind the scenes channel. And then, the other channel is going to be where we post the comics, and there's going to be a new Patreon setup where, there'll be like an exclusive, like Patreon comic. There will be, like every month, every 2 or 3 months, every month we'll give away a sticker for that comic, or a trading card. And then there will be like another tier where it's like you can actively like write or get paid. If you are part of that, we'll pay you to be like a voice actor. And so yeah, this is the goal, and I'm slowly building out. I'm still trying to tweak all the details. But yeah, like this is the stuff that we're doing. It's just gonna be a lot of fun comics, and because sometimes I have a comic idea, and I'm like, this would be good just for a page. Like this is just a 1-page comic. And so that's what these will be. They'll be just like 1 page. Like sometimes it'll just be a 1-page comic. Maybe this is just a 1-shot series. That's what we're gonna do. And what's great about this is that I'll be drawing them. I've got some other artists that I've worked with. Yeah, so Massive Panda says, I like this idea of the artists for your new short comics, people you've worked with before in previous projects. Yeah, like we'll have like Tommy, we'll have Erwin, we'll have Almer come back and do some stuff. Erwin will be one of the regular artists doing stuff. Tommy's too busy. I have him working on too many projects. This is the spiritual successor to Mr. Poppins Penguins. They look happy, not that silly. Yeah, I've gotta like still work on some of the geese, like give them some clown stuff and make them a little more silly. Stickers. Did somebody say stickers? So yeah, like I'm and really then it's just the focus then isn't like these, it's not like promo streams. It's not like, well, today we're going to talk about marketing. Today we're going to talk about this latest drama. Did you know so-and-so said this on Twitter? It's like, no, today we're making this comic. Today we are producing this comic. Today we are doing the voiceover for this comic. Today we're having to come up with ideas for this comic. And I'm like, this is going to be I want this to be the hub where people get like the behind the scenes stuff of what we are, what we're making. And I want people to like have a silly goose time. Because the problem with indie comics right now is everyone takes things so freaking seriously, and it's really sad. It's lame. It's gay. It's really lame. Like, guys, these are comics. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, I want my comic to change the world. Your comic probably isn't going to change the world. So just like make it the way that you want. Last year, I made the decision to stop caring what my fellow creators thought about my works, because the stuff that I read, the stuff that I'm into are like anime girls, lo-fi, and like, my gosh, like slice of life stuff in like all kinds of genres. And I like some of the degenerate stuff too, because they're funny. And so I was like, and I've been told, like, don't do this kind of comic. Don't do this kind of comic. People went down. And you know what? I did it. Like, screw it. I'm going to do it. So I did it with My Sexy Witch Academia. And I did really well. So then I did it again with Super Plumber Sisters. Did really well. Then we did Bullet Assassin. Did really well. And look at this. Look, we got to sign up for My Sexy Witch Academia. And it's, you know, we have over 300 people signed up for this, and that makes me happy. That makes me excited that there's this many people who want to join in on this journey with us. So yeah, I just want to have fun, because at this point, like, my day job, as long as things go well, like my day job takes care of me really well. And if things go to plan with my day job, the amount of comics that I'll be able to make because of all the extra money I'll have will be freaking awesome. It'll be freaking awesome, and I'm just really excited about that. Let's see, we got massive. Agreed. Many channels are built on everything but the content of their comics. I'm not hating on those people, but I appreciate people talking about their characters, stories, and production. And I get it. It's hard. Like I get it. It's very hard to do that. Like, it's taken me like 5 years of making comics to figure out how to put my comics at the focus. And for all I know, this doesn't work, but I'm okay with it not working, because like, I don't want to go back to the drama streams or the EFAPs. I don't want to go back to the reviews. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to keep making comics, and I can put them on my online store. I can put them on Global Comics. You know, I've gone like around like 80,000 views on Global Comics. I'm like, let me just keep putting my stuff up there. And, you know, I get orders every single week on my website, people buying my books, which is fantastic. People are still checking out our stuff on Kickstarter. That's fantastic. Yeah, I'm having a good time. Comics were fun when we were kids. Social media kind of screwed that up for a lot of people. Sounds awesome. Thanks, Jose. Hey, Jose, you helped me a bit when you told me to go to that channel that one night, and I watched their stuff, and I was like, what is this? So, all right. So this is what we're gonna do the rest of the stream. We're gonna gray tone just the characters from this one page, and then we're gonna call it night. So if you want to pick up your freaking pens, let's get her done. Macabre Derek, most struggle to make people care about their characters in the promo material and vids. Trying to grow an actual buying audience has come from spite more than anything. Yeah, that's very true. And spite can only last so long. Like, I get mad about some things in comics, but I never am able to stay mad, because like there's only there are people, and I'm shocked that they're able to get mad at literally everything. And the only way to stay mad that long is you have to get really petty at some point, which is why like I'm really not liking like all the anti-Eric July hate. Like, I don't follow or buy anything from Eric July, but there's people who are like so in the weeds, like they want to know his profit margin and how he spends the money. It's like, this is not your freaking, like, this is not your business. Why do you care so much? But they do, and it's honestly, if you care that much about someone else's business, that's freaking gay. All right. Super Plumber Sisters was healthy spite. That's true. It was healthy spite. All right, let's get some music. Let's get some lo-fi. All right, there we go. Let's get it down a little. All right. So this is where we're at. This is where we're at right now. So let me show you give you guys the context of where we're at. So they're playing this board game, and now they've got to face off at each other. They've got to face off with each other. So the first fight is Lucia versus Wanda. And you can tell right here, you can see Winnie at that bottom panel. She's like, yeah, Wanda, kick her ass. And you have Mara. Mara's like the voice of reason. She's like, guys, we're cousins. Like, why are we rooting for each other's like demise? But yeah, this is where we're at so far. All right. EVS talked me out of his book, but if I try simply to leave it at it as he has a different approach, and ultimately I only care to find a new path for comics to thrive, not who finds it. Dope pages, thank you. Use you, Eric, and EVS as examples, the radically different approaches as to what is needed right now in the indie scene. Yeah, I mean, some fans, they really gravitate towards the anti-Eric July stuff, and they really are that angry that they are like yeah, they're so willing to buy a comic purely out of that anger. I don't know, I've seen a lot of people struggle because they've kind of left that portion of Comicsgate, and when they leave and then they come back, they realize that they didn't have that strong of an audience because they focused more on the culture war than at their actual books, and their audience was built off of people who weren't buying the books for the books. They were buying the books because they, in some weird way, they thought that they were making some cultural difference in the world. And those people don't last, unfortunately. Am I not allowed to just enjoy seeing another's growth and actually have hope? I will say this about Eric. He made a comment I will remember because he came through. There you go. I'm not gonna lie, this I wonder. Whoa, whoa! Where'd the webcam go? Whoa! Look how bad that is. Look how bad that is. But does it make it go faster? This is the test. That's not that bad. Let's fix the camera settings. All right, let's see if this makes the drawing experience a little better. We got Mrs. H. My face is melting. Oh no. No, this is horrible still. How you doing, Patty's Parlor? Yeah, I can't stay long, but I want to drop you a couple of these. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Man, I'm so behind on reading your content, Tyler. I'm only about a third of the way through Mega Fist Volume 2, which is awesome. I also haven't read Super Plumber Sisters yet. Don't worry, Super Plumber Sisters is a fast read. Mega Fist, those volumes are, yeah, they're 200 pages. You have to let me know though what you think about Volume 3. We open it. Volume 3 opens up with a banger, in my opinion. I think it's. How's Volume 2 open? Volume 2 opens up with the boys training. Volume 3 opens up with a we do a fast forward and a flashback. So it's just a huge tease. And I thought it was, I personally liked it. I personally thought it was really strong. Well, man, I need to work on my faces to be able to increase my range of expressions in the Western style because manga has that focus on clarity that works so well. Love Lou's expression here. Yeah, dude, Erwin's very good at these expressions. God, Lucy has so much freaking hair. But I've been caught up on Demons and Entity, and I loved what you and Wes Nadell did on Undead Realm. I'm caught up on all your old stuff. Gotta get caught up on the news stories. I appreciate it. Yeah, man, Undead Row. Not a lot of people know about that one. Not a lot of people know that I did like a 120-page graphic novel with someone. I'm not gonna lie, I wish Undead Row is one of those books where it was such a cool experience. Man, like, I look back on it now, and I wish, and I think this is how everyone probably feels with their content, with their books, is I wish that I could go back and redraw it. I feel like I'm so much better now, and I would do such a better job. And I do a better job for Wes. Like he liked it. He liked how it turned out. But you know, I wish that I could, you know, I think I'm a better artist now. With that being said, though, like, would I even take the job now if it was offered? I don't know. I took that job I took the job of Undead Row right before I got married. So like while we were visiting her parents, like her home in Wisconsin, because we did a little wedding reception there as well. In our hotel room at night, I was editing Wes's script because he originally wrote it for TV, and I was telling him, I was like, hey, like, this is not going to translate for comics. So he actually paid me extra to convert it into a comic book script. Undead Row was fire. It was intense and got to the point quickly. No scenes were wasteful at all. I think one of my biggest problems that I had with Undead Row, with the story, and maybe it's just like, I didn't personally like care about like any of the characters. I thought they all sucked. There wasn't one that I was like rooting for. And maybe that's the point, because it's, you know, it's supposed to be like a B-list, like, you know, TV horror movie. So if anything, I guess that's like the point that they were of it. Because this freaking drawing right now with these settings, with how slow my tablet is because I'm streaming, is driving me crazy. Or maybe it's just this is just my computer's way of saying like, hey, like, we're done. And if that's the case, I hope it's not, because Clip Studio doesn't have like a good way to transfer like how you have everything over to another computer. Like, I wish there was a button that was just like transfer everything, all my settings, all my brushes, all my shortcuts, everything. Like, I've literally made all my comics in the last 10 years on this machine. And when I got my laptop, I was like, oh, okay, my laptop this year, I was like, okay, perfect, I can transfer everything. It's a way faster device. Nope, there's like no way. At least I could find. Maybe I need to like do some more research. Yo, what's up, Caden? How you doing? Oh my gosh, dude. I've clicked the same command like 4 times. Got Delicate Art in the house. How you doing, Delicate? Portugal, I like these streams because they're full of my Twitter moots and no one knows it's me. Otherwise, Tyler, what's the progress of Assassin and Megafist? Bullet Assassin is currently with the editor, and once he's done with that, we're sending it off to the printer. So it should be everyone should have their books by first week of May. Megafist. We're still on that new track, which is a end of May fulfillment. End of May, beginning of June. Hand drawn a butt. Uh-oh, something's not right. I done knew it. I knew I forgot to. Freaking A. I was like, something's not right about these colors. This is Macabre. Don't expect a detailed answer, but what are you looking for in sales for a title to have broken even and start profiting? So I pay, so like for all my books on Kickstarter, I already pay for them like ahead of time. So like we're crowdfunding Super Plumber Sisters 2, but we're paying for Sister Plumbers 3. You know, it just depends on the deal that I have with the artist, honestly. Okay, this is not the color. There we go. Yeah, it varies from project to project. I will say, like, what I've been doing, so let's see, what I've been doing though is with my goals is if I have like a new IP, for example, I go, hey, like the funding, we're gonna make this 40-page comic, and then if we hit like a stretch goal of like 5,000 or more, we'll turn it into a series. And that's kind of like, I don't know, my way of seeing if there's interest in the series. So that's what we did for Bullet Assassin, and it worked out great because I was like, hey, at like 6,000 or 7,000, we'll turn this one shot into a full-on series, and the reception was really good, and so we funded, I think we got to like 11,000. And so that went from a one-shot 40-page story to now a 5-chapter series. So I don't know. Sometimes, like some of the projects, like I don't even need to make the money back essentially with that project. So for example, Super Plumber Sisters 1 paid for Super Plumber Sisters 2, My Sexy Witch Academia 2, and Bullet Assassin. And so when I did those crowdfunds, I was like, I wasn't really worried because the money was like, the artists, everyone had already been paid. So I just needed the money for printing and shipping. So like I have a little like war chest that I have, and if I need to pay an artist or if I want to come up with a new project, I just pull from there. So at every project I'll pull like a little bit for profit, and I'll put it into my, you know, my personal account. But then after that, I keep a lot of it, honestly, in that war chest, so that I can make more books. Because in my mind, if I can just get these books into a trade at some point, then they can forever make money. They can forever get new readers. Like Super Plumber Sisters, you know, if I can get it to if we can fund to the 4th chapter and get it to a trade, then I know that trade will pay for itself eventually. You know, it might take time. Guys, I'd have this page if I wasn't streaming and my tablet wasn't so effing slow. this page would be completed by now. But my tablet is so slow right now because I'm streaming and trying to draw. I'm gonna have to figure that out. So yeah, it just depends. So for example, Cthulhu Murders, the Cthulhu Murders, I haven't made a profit on it yet. I'm pretty close to, though. So I haven't even broken even yet. And so that's one of those books where I'm like, okay, like I didn't make a profit on it. So this is going to be a slow burn book where I'm going to have to sell this many copies to eventually get that profit. Because contrary to popular belief, maybe it's not popular belief, some people, I don't plan on leaving this business anytime soon. I'm just playing the long game. The long game, because I've seen, after working for a book publisher and, working in that industry for 5 years, I've seen what it takes to survive a long time. And it's a back catalog. That's the only thing that keeps people alive. It's not even like they have to keep coming out with new titles, but it's mostly their back catalog that's keeping them afloat. So what you need though is you need that combination of back titles and new content. Hero Darky Dark, are you talking about like the actual card game? Because dude, I don't know anything about the card game. I failed. Classically though, what I loved in the video games growing up was, if you're talking about openings, like card moves, was there was like some magic card that would give you like an extra 1,000 life points. And then, yeah, it would give you an extra 1,000 life points, and then you would draw a Cyberstein, and then you would summon a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and then you would destroy that person in like 3 turns. Oh my gosh. Come on, go to my pen tool. Oh, so frustrating. I get tired of hauling around every individual issue. There are pros and cons for each, but I suppose. Oh, a comment before that. Yeah, Master Panda. Yeah, man, I can't wait to get a trade paperback done. As much as I love collecting old school floppies, I want to show up to conventions with the giant book so people can get the full story. 100%, 100%. Macabre, guessing at that point it's more of an ROI consideration. Yeah, exactly. Macabre, Derek, Magic Jar, nothing else need to be spoken about. Derek Johnson, what's up? Master Swag King, comics and manga. I'm high. How you doing, man? That's a good opening. Let's let everyone. I'm high. There you go. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, that dark magician. There you go, man. That's the coolest dark magician. But yes, Macabre. Yeah, Macabre, Derek. It's an ROI thing. When are we gonna run it in Yu-Gi-Oh? Dude, now, let me finish Super Plumber Sisters. Oh, F my life, what is happening? Let me finish Super Plumber Sisters, get that book to the printer, and then let's do it, man. Let's do a stream where you just teach me how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I was referring to the anime song, so anime openings. Oh, original, man. The original. Your move! Yeah, I'm doing a separate channel for comics and manga when I get back from the FNT meetup. That's smart. That's smart. Dude, that's honestly something that I've unfortunately learned the hard way is how you grow a channel is being consistent on one thing. So when you upload a video, people expect, they should expect this type of content. And with my channel, it's just been so many things over the years that if I upload something new that's different, people are gonna be like, yo, this is not what I signed up for. And then they like unsubscribe or they just never watch again. So yeah, I'm sure those guys gave you some really good advice. I just love how freaking slow this is. Oh my gosh, I can't even get my freaking brush details. Oh my gosh, come on, get my strokes. I'm getting mad. Let's see. I love that video when you talked about how Shonen Jump approach in the 3 latest issues being free and getting people to manga. I want to try that, but adding a copy right with my own comics. Yeah, man, do it. That's I do it on my site. You can basically get Girl with the Mega Fist Volume 1 for $1 at this point. And most people are like, Tyler, why would you do that? Like, give Volume 1 away for $1. Digital, by the way, digital. And the reason why I'm like, listen, like, they're not going to read volumes 2 and 3 if they don't like volume 1. So I just, like, here you go. Here's volume 1. Do you like it? And if they do, they will get volumes 2 and 3. They will get them. And if they don't, I just made $1. What is this? What is happening? Weird. Getting Cthulhu murders when I get paid off. Appreciate that, dude. Massive, but how specific do you need to do with your content? What if your YouTube content focuses on your own content as well as reviewing old mainstream content? Does that still work? I think you just, once again, it just comes down to expectations. Like, if you lay out what the expectations are, like, this is what I'm doing, this is what I do, this is who I am, I think it's going to be okay as long as you like roll out those expectations. The problem is if you then like are constantly shifting those expectations, that's when people are like, okay, like I'm done with this goober. But also, most people don't stick around for like content creators for years. If you see yourself as that, if you see yourself like that, most people stick around for maybe like 4 to 5 years, and then they're like done with that creator and they move on. Dude, my G Pen is not in this program are struggling. It's not wanting to do any of my strokes right because the computer is so slow, so it's not like registering. So we're just gonna use this pen so we can finish off the shading of this character, and then I'll do the rest later. I love Irwin, but sometimes I'm like, dude, can you chill with the amount of detail? I've got to freaking gray tone this, dude. No, Irwin's fantastic. Alright, did we get all the characters? Yeah, we did. Alright. Where's the save button? Alright. Well, there we go, guys. I don't know where my other one went. That's weird. I didn't like unplug it. Maybe it's like only one camera can be on at a time. Let's see. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Let's see. She's jacked. I love it. Yeah, man. She's freaking huge. Kaden, I usually find a creator I like, binge their stuff, and then move on. Very few creators I click on every upload. Yeah, same. You're so fast at finishing your pages, it's really impressive. Dude, I would be faster if I wasn't streaming and my computer wasn't being super dumb. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to because when I was doing those draw streams like a couple months ago, my computer was acting fine. So I don't know what the shtick is. Real quick, guys. Some people don't believe me, but you guys are gonna believe me. Just hopped in to say hi and be well, Tyler. Thank you, Solid. I appreciate it. We're actually ending, so I'm glad to see you here at the end. So this is for everyone who doesn't believe me when I say it, because there's some people who don't. They're like, why would I don't believe you, Tyler. So here's the proof. So this is My Sexy Witch Academia #1 and 2 on Kickstarter. We'll put the link. The link is in the description, but we'll also do the link in the chat. Oh, crap. All right, there's gonna be some nudes, so let's hide that. Let's hide the nudes. Okay. So I've hidden the nudes, but this is the book. All 40 pages. Look. 35, 36. Oh no. Oh no. You see the tits? You get the point. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So look, all 40 pages of line art of this book are complete. So now I just need to what's it called? I just need a gray tone and letter them. But this is my favorite cover. This is one of my favorite covers. Like the Super Plumber Sisters 1 cover was like the main one that Irwin did was absolutely fantastic. And this one turned out, but this one for My Sexy Witch Academia number 2, like turned out, it was just fantastic. Like this will be the volume 1 cover. Like this, I don't know. No. This will be the volume 1 cover. But yeah, if you want to see here, I'll show you guys the first 4 variants. So this is the main cover, by Tommy, me, and Bia Navarro. I have to figure. I think this is Blimix. I have to figure out who did this. It's been like I got this done like 6 months ago. And they didn't put their artist signature on it. This is my cover, drawn by yours truly. We're gonna put the logo in behind the hat, but yeah, this is drawn by me, colored by Rufaya. He's been doing a lot of the colors he does like all the colors for Bold Assassin. And then this next one is done by Greg Bo Watson. So this is and Gwen. And the rest are very inappropriate. So if you want to see them, you have to go check out the Kickstarter. But yeah, like yeah, Massive Panda. This is a beautiful cover, which is great because I always back the standard covers. Yeah, like so I'm gonna be straight. Like I think we have some really great variant covers. Like this one is beautiful. I was talking with the creator. They go, "Yo, this needs to be like one of the higher ones." I'm like, "Nah, man. Like we have a lot of really good ones. I'm gonna throw it at the second one." And they're like this is a fantastic cover. Like I think this one that I did is pretty good. Greg's is really good. Camille Waifu did a really good job, but I always try to make sure that the main cover, the standard A, I always want to make sure that that one's my favorite. I always want cover A to be my favorite. Super Plumber Sisters 1, like that was my favorite cover. Was the cover A. So yeah, for this one, I want this one. I always want cover A to be my favorite. And yeah, Bia Navarro did just a freaking fantastic job on this. So, Greg Bo Watson is awesome. Hasn't he done a lot of work for Larry and Max? It's so damn good. Yeah, he does a lot of stuff for like Zenoscope, Larry, Max. He's like the sexy cover guy, man. You find him on Facebook. But all right, guys. It's 10 o'clock. Maybe I'll be able to finish that page. Maybe I should go to bed. I'll go to bed. You know what I'll do is I'll go to bed. I'll wake up really early and I'll try to bust out some pages. Like I said, the goal is to finish Super Plumber Sisters 2 this week. Gray tones. I think I can do it. Let's see. I'm looking at 1, 2, 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 18 divided by 4. Oh, this isn't looking good. This is not looking good. All right, so if I do 4.5 pages a day, 4.5 pages a day, that's not good. All right, 4.5 pages a day. How many did I do Sunday the other day? Let's see, I did. How many did I do Sunday? I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did 6 pages on Sunday. That's possible. It's possible if we have faith, if we believe in ourselves, and I think we can do it. All right. Guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. Guys, we're back with the live streams. Like I said, before we get into the Silly Goose era, we've got some books to fulfill and finish, and that's what we're going to be doing. And then after that, we're going to do that. We're going to get into the Silly Goose era, and I'm very excited for that. A lot of new comics are going to be made, a lot of parody comics, meme comics. It's just going to be a Silly Goose time. But I can only do that once The Girl with the Mega Fist is completed. And there's actually a reason why. The reason why is because the first initial comics that are going to be made, I'm drawing. So I need to have The Girl with the Mega Fist drawn before I draw any other comics. So, all right. Peace out, everyone.